All right, let's talk about winning your morning. And spoiler alert, it has absolutely nothing to do with willpower. Seriously. The secret isn't some crazy, complicated system. It's actually a really simple physical change you can make. So let's get right into it. Okay, picture this. It's what, 6 a.m., the alarm shrieks, and right there, in that moment, you're faced with what is probably the hardest decision of your entire day. Do you get up? Or do you hit that beautiful, terrible, glorious snooze button? We've all been there, right? It feels like an impossible choice. And that's just it, isn't it? It becomes this battle. Every single morning, it's a fight with yourself. You're negotiating, you're delaying, and look, even if you do finally drag yourself out of bed, you've already started your day with a loss. You're in this fog of procrastination before you've even had coffee. So what's the usual advice we hear? For years, it's been the same thing, right? Just have more discipline or you just need more willpower. But what if that's totally wrong? What if the way we're even thinking about this problem is just broken from the start? And that brings us to the really big idea here, what we're calling the willpower myth. See, this belief that waking up on time is somehow a test of your character, well, that's exactly what's holding you back. It's got nothing to do with being a morning person or having some kind of superhuman self-control. It's all about your approach. Okay, so check this out. On the one hand, you've got the myth we've all been sold, that waking up is all about willpower and you're either a morning person or you're not. But then, look at the other side. This is the reality. Waking up isn't a personality trait. It's a physical skill. Yeah, a skill. Kind of like riding a bike, and it's all about conditioning. So think about that for a second. If it's a skill, what does that mean? It means you can train it. This is the big shift. We're going to stop trying to force ourselves awake with willpower, and instead, we're going to condition an automatic reflex. The goal here is to make getting out of bed something your body just does, without you even having to think about it. And the science behind this is actually something you're already super familiar with. Muscle memory, right? When you do something over and over and over again, your body just learns to do it automatically. I mean, you don't think about every little step when you tie your shoes, do you? Of course not. Your body just knows what to do. Well, we're going to apply that exact same idea to waking up. So here's the absolute key takeaway. You can literally train your body, your actual muscles, to respond to that alarm. We're bypassing your groggy, half-asleep brain that just wants to negotiate. This is about your physical body. The sound goes off, and boom, your body is already moving into action, instantly. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we build that reflex? This is where we get into the nuts and bolts, the actual strategy. It's called the one alarm method, and I want you to think of it less like some deep philosophy and more like a workout plan for your morning. All right, let's walk through the steps. It's actually super simple. First, you set just one alarm. That's it. One. Step two, and this is maybe the hardest part, you delete all your other alarms, all of them. No safety nets. Step three, the second that alarm goes off, you physically jump out of bed. I mean it. Feet on the floor, standing up. Now, steps 4 and 5, this is where the real magic happens. You have to practice this. So during the day, you set your alarm for like a minute away, get into bed, and when it rings, you practice that movement of jumping up. Do it 5, maybe 10 times. What you're doing is literally building the muscle memory for that exact moment. And when you do this, you completely change the game. The start of your day is no longer this miserable negotiation, this struggle. It just becomes an automatic action, a decisive win. And that sets a totally different, powerful, positive tone for the rest of your day. So it really all boils down to this one simple idea. One alarm, one decision that you make before you're tired and groggy, and one action that you practice until it's totally automatic. That single point of focus is what makes this whole thing work. Look, if you take just one thing away today, let it be this. Stop beating yourself up about not having enough willpower. It's not about that. Start training your body through physical conditioning. That right there, that's the fundamental shift that changes absolutely everything. And so that leaves us with one final thought. Once you stop fighting that snooze button every morning, once you start your day with an automatic win, what else becomes possible? Seriously, what could you learn or create or build with a morning that you are completely in command of?